Hi everyone, this is Amina for another episode of Wise Wednesdays, and today it's about whether and how to use your intuition to make career and leadership decisions. And this is a short video that's part of the commandment number 5 of the 10 commandments of career change. Today's is, thou shalt call on something greater than yourself. And intuition is a great way to be able to tap into that bigger picture, that greater sense of purpose that goes beyond societal expectations or organizational expectations. What is intuition? So it's not pure logic and it's not pure emotion. It's something in between and more complex and integrated. It's sort of a higher, more subtle human ability or faculty. And most of us are used to using our rational mind. That's what society values, and not so used to handling our emotions. We tend to be uncomfortable with our emotions. We're not really taught how to manage them or regulate them until you reach sort of high levels of leadership, or you enter a creative process, or you start to have to make big life decisions and nobody can give you the answers. Then you're forced to tap into your intuition. So why is it important? Because sometimes there are no answers. There are no right answers. There's no clear path. You are being called to make a decision, and there isn't a logic to it, and you don't really want to just rely on your emotions. So it can help you choose a career, or it can help you leave a job, it can help you stay in a job or a relationship, and so on and so forth. And great minds, from Maya Angelou, for example, to Einstein, and seasoned businessmen like Warren Buffett or Richard Branson have talked about the importance of intuition, and it's certainly talked about in management and leadership circles at the moment. So how do you tap into your intuition? Well, everybody here has tapped into their intuition at one point or another. Women tend to be a little bit better at it than men for a variety of reasons I won't go into here. And it's that kind of felt sense that something is right. There may be logical arguments at the back of your mind or buried in your subconscious for why this is the right decision for you right now, but you may not be able to explain it consciously at that point. The reasons why it was a good decision may be apparent retrospectively. But something in you, there's a feeling or a sense that this is the right thing. So it could be at a strategic level, for example, like leave that job or stay in the job for now. Or it could be at the tactical level, like call that person or reply to that email. And how do you tap into it? Well, it's about managing the emotions and disconnecting from the rational mind. Not completely. I mean, you can't disconnect from it completely, but in the sense that you try and disconnect from external stimuli. So a radical manner would be to isolate yourself physically from your usual environment. Holidays can do that, but not always. So it could just be being in a different, nurturing, quiet, calm, soothing environment. And a shortcut to that is obviously meditation and going in, taking a deep breath and kind of disconnecting from the noise outside you. So that allows your intuition to come up, and that sense to sort of take up more space in your body. Another way to do it is to go into nature. So especially for people who live in the city, then being in nature is a great way to cut off from everything and just be in more connected to your native sort of intelligence or your intuition. An example for me was when I was working in one particular job. I was in a local authority and I wasn't sure that this was the right thing for me, but I was quite confused. And then I went away to Alaska and was in the middle of nowhere in North Alaska, in a little cabin in the middle of the woods. I think on day 2 or 3, it suddenly became apparent it just became very obvious to me that was not where I wanted to continue working, and I needed to look at something else. And international health or something more global was what was becoming very clear. And suddenly it became the next steps also became very clear as to what I needed to do. And it was just like a rush that returned to me, because I was probably cut off from my intuition for a long time at that point. So that was just a little example for you. I hope this is helpful. I encourage you to develop your intuition, and we can talk about it more in another video. Let me know if that would be helpful. I shall see you next week. Have a great week. Bye-bye.